Hi everyone, I'm Stefanie Marone. I want to talk about why your law firm needs an alumni relations program and how easy it is to set one up. So an alumni relations program is so important if you have even one alum with whom you want to maintain contact with. And you should want to maintain contact with all of your alumni, so your former employees, whether or not they left your firm on good terms or not, because an alumni program can actually mend those relationships, make people feel much better about the terms of their departure. And the truth of it is that in this day and age, people aren't going to stay with your organization forever. So they'll leave, or you'll ask them to leave, and you want them to feel better about those circumstances. So offer them content of value, offer them the ability to network with their former colleagues and the firm. Offer them ways that they can promote their own successes. It really goes a long way. So you can do that through an email newsletter, for example. The key with this is that inclusivity is more important than anything else. So I know a lot of people worry about, well, we don't want our competitors to be part of our alumni program. You should want your competitors to be part of your program. Showcase what you're doing, the great things, and you never know if a competitor could join your firm, be conflicted out of a matter, and then recommend you for the work, or just recommend the firm to someone else who's thinking about working at your firm. Because remember, there are so many conversations that are going on behind the scenes in regard to people asking around, what is it like to actually work at that place? They'll go on LinkedIn, they'll see that you work there. They're gonna say, what is it like to be there? You want them to have good feelings about having worked at your firm, whether or not they left on their own volition or they were asked to leave, okay? So alumni relations programs can help, but you got to do the right kind of program. It can't be all about extolling the virtues of how great of a firm you are. They know that, they work there, or maybe they don't think you are, but it needs to be about them. Remember, that's also the biggest issue that most people have with social media content, is that it's all about them and not enough about the audience. So what do? Well, you create a program that is about your people. You offer them discounts. Maybe it's firm-wide perks that you get, travel discounts or discounts for theater tickets, whatever it is. You offer them access to educational programs. This is number one. If you have CLE programs or a subscription to PLI, give them access to it. Give them access to watch your CLEs. That is how you provide value. Also, what about access to community service and pro bono projects? A lot of people who go in-house or go off to do something else, smaller firms, whatever it is, they don't have the access like a big firm does to those kinds of programs, and they want to give back. So give them the ability to do that. And then networking events, of course. Networking events that are set up maybe for communities. So you might want to do a women's networking event, a diversity networking event. Maybe it's by class year or group. It could be the corporate department getting together, the litigation department getting together. All of these are great ideas. You can do virtual and in person. I'd encourage you to do virtual because there are a lot of alums who aren't necessarily living in the same city where they started out, in New York or California, whatever it is. And so you're widening your entire circle. Another tip, email newsletter. Your program needs to have an alumni newsletter, and it's not all about the firm successes and the matters that it's recently won and awards it recently won. No, you can put that as footnotes if you must, but it needs to be content about your alums. It needs to be pertaining to them. Showcase your alumni. Do alumni spotlights. Feature those alumni spotlights on your social media channels as well. They do so well, and they really help to promote the firm and its work, okay? Another thing I would recommend you do is a class notes section. People love to be able to talk about the great things that they've done, and you give them a forum to do that in a class notes section. Take some cues from what law schools and what universities do in their own email newsletters or their printed newsletters. Printed newsletters, I don't even know if they still happen, but actually I do. I get a magazine from Columbia University every month or every quarter. So these are all tips that anybody could implement. A LinkedIn group. Set up your LinkedIn group for your alumni. It's closed, and then you'll be able to invite people you want to and accept requests. So I hope this is helpful. Reach out to me at thesocialmediabutterflyblog.com, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and Instagram, essentially any social channel, I'm there.